Okay, so dude, okay, the first thing I was gonna start with is like pilfering ring. So, like sacred mirror ratio is almost exactly like around 1 to 25, and then lock and mage blood is like roughly like 3-ish per mirror. So that's like, it's like an interesting data point basically. And then like, okay, the rogue exiles, this is what I think that is either needs to happen. So when you, okay, you take the rogue, you know, the vessel, the rogue vessel. Okay, wait, let me find one. So like this needs to either, I mean, I think they might go nuclear and just fully remove it, but the fact that you can sell these, right, means there needs to be a way to identify like that the exiles in it are actually gigantics, right? Which, like, the fact that they don't have something like that is like insane. So it just makes it so, dude, like half the people on TFT that you're like buying them from are like scammers or like people miscount, people making mistakes, which like it's just mega annoying, especially when it's like it's actually the best strat in the game, and potentially like half the things you're buying to do the strat are just going to be a scam, which is like really annoying. So that's like that was my biggest gripe in this patch in 3.2.6, because obviously like I farmed a lot of rogue exiles. I mean, here you can see my map device. Wait, let me see. I think it literally, look, I used 2,000 vessels in my map device. So that means like if I used one per map, like, or like, I mean, it was probably like about one per map, but that's like 1/2 of my maps total were literally with rogue vessels on them. And then, dude, the Merc reward was kind of crazy. The fact that the Merc reward, I feel like it was just, there was like something good, 1 in like 100 Mercs, which kind of made no sense to me. And then like, the one question I have, okay, if Wildwood's going to stay in the game as is, it should either be put on the Atlas tree to maybe increase our chances or something of it, or maybe like increase the amount of like blue you get, or like the amount of yellow you get, amount of like purple you get, like one of these or whatever. The maybe put it on the map device. I don't know how you'd balance it though if you put it on the map device, but I could see definitely putting it on the Atlas tree. Maybe make it take like 50 points or something. I feel like it'd have to be a crazy amount, but I feel like Sentinel as well there should be a spot on the tree where you can spec into it, and then like maybe you get the original like Sentinel tree as well if you spec enough points in it. Because the Sentinel as is feels like it's just like, I don't even know, it feels useless, dude. Whenever I have the Sentinel in my map, I just like, I don't even care about clicking it, right? And obviously it doesn't even work in T16.5s because the pedals make it not good, which is like, that's another thing. The pedals, I remember they said they were going to rework the pedals, and then it just never happened, which I don't even know. That was like, it was weird. They like talked about how they're going to improve the pedals, and then they went full radio silent, which was like very interesting. If they put Wildwood on the Atlas tree, they have to nerf it. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I agree with that, because we can just take Wildwood on the Atlas tree and then it just make it cost a lot of points. Like maybe you make every Wildwood point cost 2 points or something. Like each point's 2 points in the tree or something. I also feel like Hinakora's locks are way too rare. When you realize a Hinakora's lock is like, you get maybe 3 per mirror drop. Because I don't know, I feel like it'd be way better for them to be a lot more accessible. Like I think about Affliction League, like I feel like there's way more locks, and they're only like 20, 30, 40 divines at most for most of the league, which it made it really fun. You could just slam them on things. And it didn't feel like, oh, I have to make a mirror item to use a Hinakora's lock, which like sucked. And also, speaking of the Atlas tree, like we have the Wildwood, I think, and like Sentinel should be on the Atlas tree. The Wildwood should be on the Atlas tree. I mean, if it's gonna stay core in the game, I feel like it should be. But also, I don't know, like, where's my like light of meaning? Where's like my light of meaning or something for the Atlas tree? Like, imagine you could even do like Thread of Hopes, dude. Imagine you could put Thread of Hopes on your Atlas tree. You could have like a I don't know, like I guess you could even have like a Lethal Pride type thing on your Atlas tree where it gives you effects. You could also have like a light of meaning, maybe something that also like increases like the Like you maybe okay, you have a jewel socket here, right? And it like has a radius. It increases the effect of all the Atlas nodes in the radius. I just feel like there's something that min-max the endgame slightly more. I want something like that. So I don't know exactly what the but something like that. And also another thing I really dislike too is everything, at least high-end juicing, comes down to Titanic Scarab, which means only like there's gonna be like 30 monsters in every map that drop 90% of the loot instead of like, you know, you have a bunch of rare monsters and then the rare monsters all drop loot. Like what shift the like massive like loot like pinatas away from that and have it so rare monsters drop loot again, because I feel like rare monsters just do not drop loot when you compare it to like uniques, right? And also I feel like nerfing ambush scarab felt really weird to me in this patch. Like they basically made it so the ambush scarab is like way worse than just pressing a containment, or wait, where is it? Containment. Because this gives you 40 strong boxes. Even if you use 3 of these, it only gives you 9 now, versus it used to give you 15. So you lose 6 strong boxes. And it's like, for what reason, right? Like, why did they nerf these? When it's like, I feel like it's always like the starter strategy, and they just like made the starting strategy slightly worse. I don't know, I thought it was weird. I think a bit, like, the next thing I want to touch on is Abyss. I feel like if you're doing Abyss as a non-caster build, it's so annoying. So like, why not have a caster mastery to auto open the chests for attack builds? Like, is that like something crazy? I feel like that'd be really nice. And also, dude, okay, the bugged Abyss gear, I feel like if you're gonna like have the bugged Abyss gear, maybe just make a way to like make items with the bugged Abyss jewel. Like make a high-end currency that you can just add in a bugged Abyss jewel. I don't know, something like that. That would be kind of nice. Because it's like, it just feels weird when like there's 20% quality items that you have to like mirror because there's like a bug early in the league that some people got to make use of, and then they have a full monopoly because no one like, because it obviously will end up getting fixed, and then just no one can like make the items or make better versions. And then like with the T16.5s, dude, the 8 mods, I don't know if anyone have this experience, but just like, I'd swear like 80% of the maps, T16.5s at the start would have the action speed reduction. So like, I feel like it basically pigeoned you into playing Juggernaut and Trickster. Like, it felt so weird. It felt so weird how basically you had to play Juggernaut or Trickster to like get, so you didn't have to deal with the action speed immunity. And like Trickster, I don't even know, bro. The fact that it got like barely nerfed, and then now it's just even better almost in terms of like the high end. The problem with Trickster, right? You get 50, like you get 30 to like 50k ES. You have CI. You also get 90% evade while you're getting 30k ES. It's just like, what is going on there? And I still have the big problem with Veiled Exalted Orbs. Wait, let's see what the current price is. I haven't played because I've been on PoE. Like, how much is a Veiled Exalted Orb? Like, this seems insane, whatever the price is. Like, why are these 40 divines? Like, the fact that these are 40 divines is crazy, man. 37 divines. It's just like, and it used to be something that you guaranteed got every single time. Like, every Aisling, you would 100% of the time get it. Like, why did they make it so it's not guaranteed? If you set up, like, if you set up the right syndicate tree for how unfarmable they are, the 37 divines is almost cheap. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. Like, I just think the fact that they're that like rare and like especially when they were so common before, it's like you do an Aisling and you get one, but then they made it itemized and it made it mega rare. I also feel like, dude, the all flames feel really weird spot in the balancing. Because it takes a scarab slot, so now you have to like choose if you're gonna like use a scarab and all flame. I feel like there needs to be a way, if you want to like keep all flames in the game, like there needs to be like an all flame only slot or something. I feel like, I don't know what other people feel like. Like, you should have a slot where you like only put all flames in or something, and then it would just add like extra juicing to the maps. Because right now I feel like the all flames are in just such a weird spot. It's like I have to give up a scarab for this, and like, and also, yeah, like, the way you get all flames is only from Syndicate. It's just, I don't even know, man. Why don't they drop everywhere? Put all flames on maps like Deli Orbs? Yeah, that would definitely be a... Or like maybe add the Necropolis Lantern back in, and then you can put the all flames there, like something like that. What if we just added the Necropolis Lantern back? That's something that we could have like put back in the game, right? But it just feels weird to me that they only drop from the Syndicate, and on top of that, like, you have to use them instead of a Scarab. It just doesn't feel good. And then, like, they're also just really rare, just like Veiled Exalted Orbs. I feel like Veiled Exalted Orbs is way too rare. The All Flames only dropping from one spot is just not that good. I would say, like, just not have them, but I like having more ways to juice the map. So if you just added something where you could, like, you enchant your map with it, or like, you know, you have a Necropolis Lantern or something, like, I don't know, something. I enjoyed the Necropolis Lantern when it was in the game. I mean, the really good part of this patch though was like T16.5s. I feel like it was exactly what I like wanted, because we got basically T17s except for on any T16 you want, which for me that was like a home run. Obviously they were way better at the start of the league when, you know, they were rolling 8 T17 mods and they had insane quant, but as a general rule it was really good. It was, you add like 3 bosses that you have to kill to see they drop. It was just, I feel like that was like the biggest home run, right? I feel like one thing they could maybe do though is like, what if they added a Scarab that like when a T16.5 drops, it like drops with more T17 mods or something. Give us like a source for those Omega juiced maps. Because I don't know, I always like the high end of juicing to always like have something, right? I don't like the Chancellor Benchcraft was like a big quality of life. It's pretty sick. You saw so many people making like double influence items this league now, and like the Mage Bloods, like even like Gulls you saw a lot of. Those are all pretty sick. Also, like, what if we just left the synth unique items in the game? Those have been kind of sick. I don't know how people would feel about that, but. And then, like, I guess the last thing I never even touched on was, like, the mercs. Obviously, the mercs in the game are nice. I like getting the extra juicing from them. It's nice you get, like, an extra aura sometimes. It makes things like Purity of Fire really strong. Like, stuff like Purity of Fire is really strong because you can also, like, get an aura from your merc, or, like, maybe 2 auras. Obviously, Doryani is, like, the one thing. Doryani is the one thing that's just like way too OP. I'm assuming they're gonna go core too, right? Because the way Mark was talking about him in the Q&A, I feel like it's going core 100%. Basically, because Mark was just talking about how like that he liked how they were gonna work. That they were gonna look at like maybe removing like Doryani's from him. But I feel like that's like basically the thing was I feel about mercs. I mean, then the next thing to like look forward to is like, obviously once we have the auction house that we just got in POE2, that's gonna be really sick. Like, I don't even, like, the quality of life was insane. And also, like, I mean, the new like memory strands, that's another thing to talk about. That's just like, I liked how it made other things, other like crafting methods potentially really good. Because you'd like fossil craft, or like you'd reforge spam so you could save your strands. So like, I feel like that was good. And then like, on the alternative, like Deadeye, it's actually so funny. Deadeye in POE2 is like so OP that half the players are playing it. And then in POE1, I feel like it's like the bow ascendancy, right? But I don't even think it's the ideal bow ascendancy anymore, which is like kind of hilarious to me. When like they nerfed it so hard that the thing it was meant for, I don't even think it's like good at anymore. Now people like play Deadeye as like KB, and like no one even plays bow on Deadeye. Which even this bow build I'm playing, I'm playing a Slayer, right? And then, oh dude, here's another big thing too. Imagine if you like type a Regixin, right? And then when you have that regex typed in, you can't like scroll over it. If it meets the regex, you can't scroll over it. I feel like that would make map rolling better. That would make alt spamming better. I feel like we need something like that. What do you guys think about that? It's like, if you have something in your regex, you can just spam. You can spam, and then like you don't have to worry about rolling over it. Like the fact that you have to worry about rolling over it, like I don't know. Like what's the point of like? I mean, I think yeah, exactly. Because there's people that are like cheating and already doing that. So why not like give it to the normal player, right? Where you can just like literally spam the button until it hits. It's like, imagine a fuseling if you had to like, if you had to pray that like diffusing. Yeah, it should just pause on highlight, exactly. Or something like. Because it's just nice. It's a nicer map rolling, alt spamming. It's just like, it's so painful to like alt spam. And then like, when you actually see it on your alt spam, like sometimes you actually just click over it because you're just so in like the, you're so in like the habit of like pressing the button that you just press it. I don't know, like I assume everyone's done this before, right? Like, and then like obviously it's like something that's probably never gonna happen, but I feel like I like how Rarity actually is in PoE2. That's like the one takeaway from PoE2 I actually really liked, is I feel like Rarity affecting like the currency is pretty sick. It just but the thing is, it just makes me want like quant gear back or something. Or like, I don't know, maybe add a different, like that's where maybe the Atlas tree, like having something better for the Atlas tree or something. Like I feel like you just need a better way to min-max like the really, really high-end juicing. Like something like the, obviously the idols and Frisia I really enjoyed. I know a lot of people like, it's like, it's so polarized, the opinion. People either hated idols and Frisia or they like loved them, right? Well, I was basically, that's all, everything about 326 in my opinion.